Hi, in this video I'll be showing you a very cool new feature that we have now on the Beyond the Track website. It's all related to creating a track day plan. So if I go to my track days and I want to plan out what I want to work on the next time I'm going to be writing at Coda, right? Which hopefully is going to be happening in April. So I have my track day registered here already. Down in this area, I now have the plans section. I can hit manage plans, right? And then I can start by creating an overview of what my plan is going to be for that track day. So I can say, last time out at Coda, I wrote a personal best of 2:51. I know it's not that fast. I'd like to get down into the high 40s this time. I'll analyze video of my personal best and look for things I may work on to achieve that goal. Right now, another thing I can do here, notice that down here there are ways I can format the text as it's going to show on the plans for me. So for instance, if I want to show something in bold like that, right, I can do this. Let's see, last time here, personal best. I'll do all of this section here in bold. Okay, maybe just save it as is right now. Right, so here's how it shows. Again, if I want to format that and I want to indicate some other things, you can see this cheat sheet for the things that you can use, like bold, italic, if you want to create a bulleted point list or a numbered list, if you want to create multi-level bullet points like that, if you want to create headers, you can do that. And very cool, you can create like external links. So for example, the way I'm using this, since I have videos, my footage for the last time I wrote at Coda, I can go out to my YouTube channel, the 3-Lap Rider. I keep some playlists that are very handy. So for instance, I have a best laps one, and I have one right here of my best lap at Coda, right? So if I click on this link, right, it takes me to my video. Now I can copy the link just as is, but you notice that it adds a whole bunch of stuff that I don't need there. I can just copy, this is the segment that I need, right? Watch, and then the number of that video. So run identifier for that video. I can come back here and now check this out. Where I'm gonna have a link, I can put in between brackets the text that I want to show, like for instance PB at Coda, and then following that between parentheses I can put the link, right? So that's kind of cool. I'm gonna save that and then check this out, right? It adds that as a link that I can later, maybe when I'm at the track working on my goal, on my plans, or even before that, if I'm getting ready to prepare for that track day, I can come here and I have a direct link to the material that I want to access in order to, be better prepared for that track day. Another thing I can do, for instance, is I would like to have like a quick way to get to a track map, right? So for instance, I can look for Coda track map. It's gonna just do a Google search there. Coda track map images. There's a bunch of them, right? I can find the one that suits me better. Like for instance, there's one that I like using, this one here, right? Because it shows not only the turn numbers, but also it gives me like an idea of the elevation changes. And then a little tip here, right? I can open the image in a new tab, right? And then the part that you're not seeing, let me move it down here, right? It's a direct link to that image. I can copy that link, right? So I've copied it, and then I'm gonna go back to the website, edit my overview, and then do something like this: track map, and then between parentheses the link to that image, right? I save it, right? So now that becomes a link where I can just click on it and it takes me to that image. Very nice, very convenient. Once that is done, my next step would be to, sit down and think, okay, in order to accomplish these things that I want to accomplish here, what are the goals? How can I actually get there? So I can add the individual goals. So for instance, after analyzing my personal best video, I figure out that, what, I can carry, and I've tried that before. I've typed that before when I was actually registering that for me. Right, so I figured that the focus for that goal is that I can carry more speed through corners, or I need to work on carrying more speed through corners. All right, so I'm going to save that. It adds it as a goal here. I want to add one more. I'm going to do, let's see, break. Yeah, that one I have used before as well. Break deeper into corners, right? Of course, I can add as many goals as I want here, but I mean, I need to be actually working with something that makes sense, right? If I add like 12 goals for one track day, I'm not going to be able to, hit all of those. So I'll be focusing on those two, right? So once I've added the main focus for the goals that I have, I can come back here and edit and say, all right, let's expand on this a little more. And when I say, okay, carry more speed through corners, why am I saying that? Well, I may say, after I've watched my videos, I can say, well, I've noticed I can carry more speed through turns 2 and 10, for example. Right, same thing on the break deeper into corners. Right? What is the reason for that goal? I can say, well, I've noticed I can break deeper into turns 1 and turn 12. Right? So those things, besides having the goal, what is the reason? Why am I making those as a goal? So I can describe those and gives me food for thought. And then as I study more and I figure out, okay, what are the actual steps that I should take, my plan of action to actually achieve that goal. So I can come in here, right, underneath each goal, and then for plan of action, hit edit, right? It shows me the focus for that goal, the reasoning behind it, and then I can type out the plan of action, right? And then again, I can use this cheat sheet to better format how my goals are going to show up. So for example, I could say I'm gonna do like a bulleted list, so I can use star, and then here I want to actually indicate, because remember I said I'm gonna work on turn 2 and I'm gonna work on turn 10, and then what I can do is I'm gonna show you a quick YouTube tip where I said turn 2. Well, let's look on my video for turn 2. So that's turn 1 right here. I'm getting ready for turn 2, right? So this is the point in the video where I'm about to go through turn 2. What I can do is to hit share over here, right? And then notice down here, start at. That puts a timestamp on the video. I can hit copy, right? And then go back here and say, well, I don't want to just put that. Let me put that between brackets like that, and then parentheses, and then put the link in there, right? And then I can add my notes. So very fast corner, start within my level of comfort, and then add a little more speed every lap through that turn, right? So that's one thing I want to do as I'm working out there. And then here's, maybe I want to make this bold, right? This is how we make it bold right there. And then little more speed So make that bold as well, right? Same thing as for turn 10, right? So if I go over the video, let's find turn 10. I believe it's right here, or actually no, here we go, going up 9, right? So that's getting ready for turn 10. Same deal, share, start at, copy. I can go come back here again, use the brackets and then parens. There we go, and I'll say this corner has a blind apex. I've noticed I'm only getting harder on the gas when I'm past the apex and can clearly see where I'm going. I must practice getting harder on the throttle after I turned into the corner. Something like that, right? And then I'll save it. Very good. Right? And now I have, for this goal, I have the reasoning behind it and I have a plan of action. And as I'm reviewing this, maybe I'm at the track working on my goals. Well, I have everything I need to know what I should be following, right? And I have, like right here, a direct link that takes me to my video there, and I can review it and see, you know, what I was actually thinking when I came up with that plan of action. Right, and I would go ahead and do that for the same goal here. No need to do it at this point. You've got the idea. Right, again, going back to plans. If I come here, right to the actual track day, I can see what my plans are. I can see the top level goals, right? And then again, I can go in there, manage plans, and see exactly what I'm doing there. I hope you appreciate this feature as much as I'm digging it.